Well, hello, and wagwan, beautiful people. It's your girl Shibivia, and welcome back to my channel. In today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you a legit and reputable company that is currently hiring for a remote position as a travel coordinator, paying up to $26 per hour. All right, beautiful people, so let's get right into it. 𝐒𝐈𝐃 is currently hiring for an international travel coordinator. Now, before we get into what this job entails and the requirements, if you've never heard about 𝐒𝐈𝐃 before, 𝐒𝐈𝐃 is a Fortune 500 technology, engineering, and science solutions company that work to solve the world's toughest challenges in the defense, intelligence, civil, and health markets. The company has 47,000 employees, is headquartered in Virginia, and has reported annual revenues of approximately $14.4 billion for the fiscal year ending December 30th, 2022. Okay, so this is no small company. This is a legit and reputable company. Now let's get right into the actual job itself. So this is a full-time position. It is remote. Even though they are based in Virginia, you technically can live in any state within the United States. They do say that travel is required like 10% of the time. That's a very small percentage of the time. This may be for like small company events, company meetings, stuff like that, right? But it is only 10% of the time. In the interview process, you can ask more about this travel requirement. However, the majority of this role is remote. As the international travel coordinator, you will be responsible for international and domestic transportation scheduling and other requirements for participants of the United States Antarctic Program, also known as the USAP, such as National Science Foundation, grantees, subcontractors, and Antarctic Support Contract personnel deploying to Antarctica. Per contract requirements, it is required that you are a U.S. citizen. You must be able to obtain and maintain a public trust security clearance. And if you're not sure what a public trust security clearance is, typically once you get a job offer, then they'll send you all the details to obtain this public trust security clearance. Okay? So if you're not able to meet these minimum requirements, then they will withdraw your employment offer or any other employment process. Now, this is one key thing to note, y'all. So this position requires at least 1 week of 24/7 on-call support per month. So every month, there's 1 week within that month that you'll be on call for 24/7. This role is covered by the Service Contract Act, and the pay range for this position will be anywhere between $22 per hour to $26 per hour. And on the higher end, that is not bad at all for a full-time position. You do the math. And here it goes over the contract itself, their vision, what their mission is, which is to provide the operational and logistical platform necessary for the U.S. to conduct world-class science in Antarctica and maintain its active and influential presence on the continent. This sounds like a super dope and important job, if you ask me, and fun as well, right? So if you're into science or research or, travel, all of that good stuff, this sounds like a job that could be a good fit. And the beauty about it as well is that you are doing it pretty much mostly remote, except for maybe those few times maybe per year that you would probably travel maybe for company events and stuff like that. Now, they go over their main objective here. So you'll be scheduling participants related to training, conference, offsite meetings, and temporary duty assignments, interfaces with personnel from National Science Foundation, ASC employees, subcontractors, and other USAP participants. You're going to be responsible for coordinating deployment, international and domestic travel for all ASC-sponsored business, including Antarctic deployment, business-related training, conferences, offsite meetings, and transportation to research vessels. You'll be managing requests for deployment, departure, and arrival information and hotels, supply information to travel offices in Santiago, Punta Cana arenas, Chile, and Christchurch, as well as New Zealand. You'll be tracking and communicating delivery of tickets, travel information, and itinerary changes, and act immediately to resolve discrepancies and so forth. Now, you may be wondering at this point, okay, what are the requirements for this position? Now, they're only asking that you have a high school diploma or equivalent. You have advanced proficiency in Microsoft Office suite, which such as like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook, which most people do. Must have the ability to obtain a public trust clearance and must be a US citizen or permanent resident. So these are the only minimum requirements, y'all. They're not even asking that you have experience with this position. It's a possibility that this position comes with training. It does not necessarily say that, but I would assume so. So the compensation for this job seems quite fair based on the role, the company that you're going to be working with, what you'll be doing, and all of that. Now, with this being such a large company, if you get your foot in the door with this position, I'm sure there's a possibility as well that you can move around, to do other things, when other career opportunities open up. So if you've been looking for a remote job, you like the company's mission, you like the travel coordination field, and if the compensation aligns with your goals, then by all means go ahead and apply. And I strongly suggest that you want to go ahead and apply ASAP if you are indeed interested in this job, because a lot of times once they hit capacity, they will close the application. Now, if you don't have a resume or you need your resume to be tailored to this specific job, because again, like I mentioned before, a lot of people make the mistake of using the exact same resume to apply for different jobs. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that your resume and your cover letter is job specific at all times. I do have an ebook below that you can feel free to check out. It's going to help you write a job specific optimized resume that's going to land in the employers and the recruiters' laps. That's what you want, y'all, because these days employers are filtering out resumes using technology. Okay. If your resumes don't have certain keywords based on the job itself, then it's just going to be thrown out, okay? So you want to make sure that you are standing out. The ebook will help you to do that. I also have a list of legit and vetted work from home sites that you can check out to land your next remote job. Now, if you did like today's episode and you'd like to see more work from home jobs from me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell as well. That way, whenever I post new videos like these, you'll be the first to know and you can get your application in ASAP. Again, it's your girl Shibivia. It was an absolute pleasure. Let's continue to grow together and I'll see you guys later. Be blessed. Bye.